Sommerville Bowline tie, we're going to start with one limb out. The rope is folded in half. This end is my bite end. And when you do this tie, you want to go always over and away from yourself. So I'm going to be going over her wrist and continuing to wrap, keeping my hand in between the rope and the limb that I'm tying. And I'm going to keep wrapping until I get 3 wraps around the limb. Now I have the bite end of my rope coming this way, the long end of my rope over and to the left. The bite end should be underneath. As I bring this up over the 3 sets of wraps, I'm going to cross over at a diagonal and hold that with my thumb. Now I'm going to take the long end of my rope and I'm going to pass this around my fingers, making a circle, and then crossing over, making an X over the bite end of the rope. And now I'm holding that with my thumb. Now I take the bite end and pull it out, and I'm going to switch positions with the long end, making the X again and holding it down. And I'm going to take my other hand and replace my left hand with my right hand, putting the fingers through, going the other direction. And now I'm going to grab the bite end with my 2 fingers and pull it through that loop. Now, I'm holding the bite end of the rope and I'm pulling the loose end until it tightens. And once it tightens, you sometimes have to push down the knot. Now you should have the bite end and the long end of the rope. Either one I pull on, the knot will not tighten or collapse the cuff around her arm. So this is the position that you want to be in. So you can pull on either end of this without collapsing the cuff and without tightening around the limb. I'm going to do it one more time. Now, as I pass this over, I'm always passing over and away from myself, and I'm wrapping in the direction of my fingertips, the same direction that my fingertips are going. So as we wrap around, we get 3 wraps. Now I'm taking the bite end of my rope, passing it over at a diagonal. I'm taking the long end, passing it under my fingers, making a loop, and holding that with my thumb. Now I have my fingers passing through the loop, through the cuff, against the skin. Pulling out the bite end, switching positions, putting the bite over the long end of the rope. Now taking my other hand, reaching through the circle that we made, grabbing the bite end of the rope and pulling that through the circle, holding it, and then pulling the other end to tighten the cuff. Push the knot down a little bit, and then you have a cuff that's a little bit loose because it's been tied around her hand, and it won't tighten in either direction.